I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight into something that you may have not known. Why women love texting. Texting is women's favorite mode of communication in the modern era. Let me tell you why. It's very, very low investment for a very large return. They text you, you give them attention, and they don't give you box. They can't lose. It's great. Because they're getting what they want, male attention, and you're not getting what you want, which is female promiscuity. That's a great way for them to leverage their desires without providing anything in return. Now, it didn't used to always be like this. Back when phones had wires, it was a lot easier to escalate to meeting a woman because back then there was no text, wait for reply, leave on read. No, communication needed to be instant. Conversation needed to flow. And it gave a lot of men the ability and the opportunity to use their mouthpiece to woo a chick into giving up the draws. In fact, back when phones had wires, men was really killing the shit out here. We was really winning. I mean, I wasn't old enough to experience that at the time because I'm a young man, but I talked to a few girls in my day when I had the house phone. Mind you, it was in the elementary and middle school, but I was able to put my Mac sauce on my little third grade crush. You know what I'm saying? But those days are gone. Now women have the leverage because the more ways they can provide a degree of separation between you and them while still retrieving your attention, the more leverage they have. Because it used to be get your number, call you, set up a date. Now it is text you, then call you, then set up a date, then see you. And a lot of the times, because texting does not require instant communication, a woman can spread out a text conversation for days, weeks, where a phone call would have been 5 minutes. So she's getting all of your attention whenever she wants it without really having to expend any type of physical investment. So she can't lose. It's a win-win for her. Only for her. Really. You're not winning. Right? Not at all. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hate texting so much. I really, really hate it. Don't really find it enjoyable in any way, shape, or form. I'd rather just be calling you or speaking to you in person, to be honest with you. Texting is just, I wish I didn't have to do it, but it's a necessary evil. Now, I am by no means a master of the text game, not in any capacity. However, I have mastered skills that are universal when texting women. And I will share these with you so that you can have optimal success when texting women and you won't have to run into the roadblock of text here, text there, wait, text here, text there, wait, no date, right? Now, the first skill that I mastered, do not use emojis when texting women. Also, use proper grammar when texting women. Why? It is very hard to take someone seriously when all they're saying is LOL, winky face, smiley face, and they use you are and you instead of YOU. It's really hard for a woman to take a man seriously if he talks like he never got out of third grade. But if I'm using proper grammar, complete sentences, and no emojis, every text that I send you has to be taken seriously. And that helps to establish a solid masculine frame. The next skill that I have mastered, whenever you text a girl, always have an end goal. There needs to be a purpose to why you're texting her. Do not text her just to talk. No, text her in order to see her, in order to establish a connection, in order to get her in the mood. Have some type of purpose when you're texting her. If you're just texting to text, that is wasting both of y'all's time. And it's more likely for you to end up on red because you had nothing of substance to talk about. The next skill I mastered, always make sure that if someone were to glance at your text thread, they can tell who is more interested. What do I mean by that? Your texts should be shorter than hers. She should always have lengthier text replies than you do. Why? It shows that you are less infatuated with the woman, first of all. It also shows that you have more self-control. And it shows that she has more interest in you because she invested more into the message that she sent. These simple psychological things go a long way. Trust me. The next thing that I've learned that is very important, never send her funny memes, pictures, or GIFs. Don't send her any of those things. This goes back into, if you want her to take you seriously and put you in the sexual category instead of the friend category, do not act like a friend. A friend sends emojis. A friend sends pictures. A friend sends memes. You're not her friend. I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming you're texting her because you don't want to be her friend. You want to be a sexual prospect. So don't send her friendly shit. Now, just because you can't be friendly doesn't mean that you can't be flirty. Now, what I always try to do with any texts that I have with a woman that's not matter of fact and straight to the point, if I'm trying to have a conversation with the woman, the tone will always be, for me, flirty or teasing. Either I'm flirting with her, which is establishing some type of arousal and growing her attraction through my sexual charisma, or I'm teasing her, making fun of her, showing her that I don't think she's all that, which lets her know that I think I'm better than her, which validates her wanting me, because women always want a guy that they think is better than them. Okay? So that's what you should have. If you're not doing something matter of fact, like I'm here, I'm on my way, meet me here at this time, then flirty or teasing. That is the type of rapport you want to have with a woman when you're texting her. Always. No jokey, no funny, no sad, no depressing, no angry, no. Flirty, teasing, or serious. Those are your three options in terms of tone when texting a woman. And the last method that I have mastered that helps a lot with texting, match her text time. What do I mean by that? If you text her and then she replies 10 minutes later, reply 11 minutes later. If you reply 11 minutes later, she replies an hour later, reply an hour and 10 minutes later. Always reply later than she did. What that does is that shows that you are not waiting by your phone for her to reply. You are also busy. You also have shit you need to do. And you're also not going to jump whenever she says jump. Now, sometimes it's hard to continue the flow of a conversation if you forget to text her at a specific point. So what I like to do is I put in the text that I have in mind and I just schedule it to be sent at a specific time. So that way it continues the flow of the conversation, but also is not too quick of a reply. Now, once again, these methods are not just for whimsy. These methods are used intentionally to establish a masculine appearance. Only a man that lives a life of abundance, takes stuff seriously, and wants to be taken seriously texts like this. All right? Now, mind you, once again, I am no master. But all of these methods have served me well in procuring the coochie that I have wanted. Now, just to close out, once again, I hate texting so much so because it just creates another hoop that I need to jump through to get to see the person. Now, I'm not complaining, okay? I'm never gonna avoid a challenge, all right? I pick up chicks with an Android, okay? We are not the same. You know how hard it is to overcome a girl looking at her phone and seeing green bubbles? Huh? You think this shit is easy? It's not, okay? But once again, I'm not complaining. If you wanna be different than all the other guys in her phone, that's how you wanna text her. Oh yeah, and sometimes you should leave her on red. Actually, you should leave her on red more often than not. Also, yeah, that helps too. But that's it for today. That's why women love texting. I've been King Wisdom, once again providing you wisdom. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Shirts in description, link in bio. Follow me on Instagram. Link is also in bio. You're welcome.